All right, today is a good day to redesign your website, have it redesigned. You need to go to this page called Pagespeed Insights by Google, plug your URL into it, and just take a look and see how your website compares to your competition in the speed that it loads and how it renders on a smartphone in particular. Um, this is one of my clients. The website had not been updated in about 3 years, and I'm in the process. I haven't switched it over to the new server yet. I'm still designing it on the new server. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So the current URL is still frostac.com. And you can see on a smartphone, it renders at a 34 grade. Um, on a desktop, it does a little better, but it needs to do better on both. And then we're going to compare it to the new one in a moment, and we're going to compare it to some of the competition. This is a heating and air conditioning contractor located in north of Dallas, Texas. Um, Let me stop and introduce myself. I'm Bob Rutledge. I design websites. I do digital marketing, and that means that I do pay-per-click advertising. I do YouTube videos, um, Facebook advertising, uh, that sort of thing to keep your name out in front of your competition. So they'll call you. One of the things that I've spent a lot of time on lately is Google My Business. And I hope that you will too. And if you need some help with that, seek it out. It's something that you need to work on every day, every week, excuse me, because it's got a whole new opportunity there for you. I call it social media for businesses. So it's called Google My Business. All right, let's go back to the website design. And the website design, and one of the big issues of websites, and Google measures this, is the speed with which it loads. This original one is several years old. Like I said, it's on the server slowing down. It just gets encumbered. Whatever. It was fast in its day, but things change. And on the desktop, it still scores pretty well. But overall, I'm not real happy with it. So I redesigned it and went from 34 to 75 on the. And I think I can still do a little better than this. I still haven't hooked up some other things to it that will make it speed up a little faster. But of course, then the desktop has jumped up to a 97. And so to compare that, so let's go back. We went from a we had a 90 to begin with. We're going to a 97. Let's compare that to one of the competitors up in the North Dallas, Lewisville, Texas area. And I'm not critiquing this website. I'm just saying, I ran it through Google's webpage, PageSpeed Insights. It scored a 71 on mobile and a 97 on desktop, which are both excellent numbers. And then another competitor, which I noticed at first, I go, are these people, have they done something to their pictures? And they've all put masks on. Now, I think there's a better way to handle this, but that's another issue about the coronavirus uh, on your website anyway. I don't know. Tell me, call me, let me know. Make comments down there in the bottom about what your company's doing. Uh, Maybe promote that you're using the mask, but I just don't know that I'd have everybody on my website all of a sudden wearing black masks. Look like bank robbers to me. But they have a great website. I've always said that this company is someone you want to copy. Advent. Um, I think they do a whole lot of stuff right, and that's why I looked them up. And although I'm not really zinged out about their website, but anyway, it scored a 56, so there's some room for improvement there on the mobile. Desktop's a great 96, and so again, my new website will pop up to 97, and I'm pretty pleased with that. Now, things to talk about here while I've got your attention. do you have a good website? And what constitutes a good website? Well, it's more than just the speed that it loads. It needs to, uh, have some characteristics to it, and I'll go over some of the ones that I think are important. Um, when you get onto a website, I guess I should put black masks on these guys, but I'm not going to do it. To me, it's just too depressing. Uh, for new clients, you need to have people who have not used you in the past, an incentive, and third party validation real quick showing up. You've got to balance between when you're laying these pages out, you have to balance between on site search engine optimization and making sure that these websites rank well in their markets. Um, Again, this type of business is going for local SEO, not nationwide SEO. Well, what's the difference? Well, when I do a search, if I'm standing in this particular case in the middle of Lewisville, Texas, and I do a search for AC repair, I'm going to get one set of results than if I went a mile down the road and searched for AC repair again. Everything is built on proximity. If you go back to what people traditionally call search engine optimization, link building, constantly adding content to the website, um, you're trying to rank for broader match keywords like uh, uh, Linux air conditioning repair. Okay, so let's say that you were number one in the country for Linux air conditioning repair. Um, what good's that going to do you? The people, if you're in Lewisville, Texas, people in Atlanta, Georgia are not going to call you up for Linux air conditioning repair. So that's what typical search engine marketing does, search engine optimization does. There are several companies out there that do it, and a lot of them are recommended by distributors of Carrier, and they charge thousands of dollars a month to constantly be link building to websites. And I've done some videos on that. I've backlinked, checked some of the links, and it's just disgusting what some of these people are still doing to this day. Now, some of what they did used to work years ago, but it doesn't work anymore. But yet, are they going to call you up and say, "Hey, Mr. Jones, we're going to cut your bill by $1,000 a month because we stopped link building"? Yeah, that's not going to happen. So you just really got to take a look at what you're doing, and maybe it's time to find someone else to do it. So anyway, you're trying to build your business locally. Your local search engine marketing, search engine optimization is the key to me. So you come onto the website, you've got 3 seconds to convince people that you know what you're doing. You do that with you show them what's in it for them, a $50 off coupon. You give them your reviews. I may add on here a Better Business Bureau listing. Uh, that's not as important as it used to be. Again, another reference to reviews. I don't want them leaving the website if I can help it. And just then some pictures on here that build uh, recognition that they are truly a local company. I think that you are wasting your time if you're trying to organically build a lot of search from all the cities of Dallas, Texas, the Dallas area. So you've got big contractors there, some of the biggest in the land, and of course they've got literally 10,000 page websites, and they're trying to rank for every town, every service that they provide, and some of them do a good job. I just don't know how. I mean, they have full-time staffs. I mean, that do nothing but marketing for them. So they have 2 or 3 people working in their office, not just subcontracting out to them, building uh, search engine results that drive traffic up. But does that traffic convert? I think that can be argued. I think the money would be better spent doing a pay-per-click campaign, a Facebook paid campaign, an Instagram campaign, and YouTube videos to build. What you want to do with a YouTube video is build an emotional connection between you. If you and I'm talking to you now, become friends through these videos, then one day when you need some questions answered or a problem taken care of in search engine marketing, uh, Google AdWords, website design, YouTube videos, you're going to go, that guy seems like to know what he's doing. I'm going to call him Bob. Yeah, I'm going to call Bob because I've listened to a lot of Bob's videos, and the guy seems to know what he's doing. And if he can't help me, he'll be the first one to tell me the truth about that. He's not going to start charging me a lot of money for something that really doesn't need to be done. So you want to do that with your clients. You want to come across as the uh, smartest guy in the room when it comes to heating and air, but you also want to come across as a very scrupulous business person, really a friend. You want to contact, I just got a phone call from a friend at my Sunday school class, just out of the blue. It made my day. Um, Without being bothersome, you ought to pick up the phone yourself if you're the owner of a heating and air company, a plumbing, electrical, fence building contractor, and every once in a while call your customers. You personally checking up on you, want to see how things are going. Um, and that builds a rapport, it builds an emotional contact between you two. Uh, One time I went and have a degree in engineering, and I'll leave you with this thought. I went to work several years later as a salesman. My first job as a salesman was with a water treatment chemical company that provided water treatment chemicals for cooling towers in large buildings and for water treatment plants and that sort of thing. And the first thing he taught me about sales was, and he literally had a sign on the wall behind him that said, "Friends buy from friends." And that was long before we had contact management systems and websites and internet and YouTube videos. uh, but people established a rapport with people, and then it's they bought from their friend. And so that principle is still in play, and you need to work on it. So hope this helps. And if you need any help at all with any internet questions, feel free to call me or email me. Uh, the website will be linked at the bottom, and you can go there and find a way to contact me with any of your questions, or just give me a call. Thanks.